Hey guys, it's Matt Bartram here from Warrior Fitness and Health, and in this short vlog I'm not answering any questions. I just want to I want to share with you something I've been meaning to share with you for a little while. And what I want to try and share with you with this vlog is the advantages of creating super tiny, small, sustainable habits and routines versus making a big radical change that you're probably not going to sustain. So what I mean by this is we all know what it's like to set a New Year's resolution and to hit it hard for a couple of weeks and then we fall off and we end up on week 3 and week 4 not moving forward towards our goal. We all know what it's like to join a gym, pay the membership, say we're going to do X amount of classes and go 5 times a week and sort of food out and a water and etc. and do all that. And then 3 or 4 weeks down the line, we're not really doing any of it. We just spent a load of money on something that we can't sustain. So if you're a PT client of mine or one of my Warrior Bootcamps, you would have heard me speak about this over and over and over because it's a core philosophy of mine. And I'm massive on small, sustainable change in habits. It's so small, it's actually embarrassing every day not to do that activity because it's so small. And over the days, over the weeks, over the months, over the years, it adds up to massive, massive results. So let me tell you a little bit where this philosophy of mine came from, because I didn't invent it. There is research out there saying that small changes done consistently add up to massive results rather than the big radical change, but I didn't know that at the time. But for those that know my history, you may know that I was forced into a situation about 8 years ago where I had to go and buy a house on my own, move me and my 2 children into the house, and my children's mum wasn't available to help with the upbringing of our children, etc. So I was injected into a situation where I bought a house and it was me and the 2 children. There was me full-time working with my business, with my career, with all the responsibilities that come with 2 children. And 2 children, there was several years in between them. There was child minding, there was schooling, there was the holiday clubs, there was the 14 weeks holiday a year, all on top of business and this, that and the other. I'm not going to go into detail why that happened. If you know my story, you know it. If you don't, then ask me, or, you know, just accept the fact that several years ago, I was put into a situation that turned my life upside down, and me and bringing up 2 children on my own with my business, my career, I had to look at what was actually happening with my life, etc. So I still wanted to make improvements in my life. I still wanted to make improvements in my business life. I still wanted my children to be constantly improving through their development. And I quickly worked out that big change or a big radical approach was not doable because of the amount of hours in the day. I don't have any extended family, excuse me. I don't have any extended family that could help out with childcare, help take the burden off me, and that sort of stuff. So there was me and 2 children with the improvements I wanted to make with full-time work. I was also a competitive bodybuilder at the time, which didn't change in it. I was not giving that up at all. So I soon figured out that for me to improve my life, for me to improve my situation, for me to improve my children's situation, I had to start super, super tiny and make super small incremental change within my life. I've wrote down some things here as some of the stuff that I did that helped me move forward in my life and got my children to where they are now and helped me grow as a person and my business still growing and etc. So, you know, some of the things that I wanted to do is being a full-time parent, full-time career, full-time job, doing it all on your own, running a house and this, that and the other. I've got to be honest, being a competitive bodybuilder, doing it all on my own, I was shattered. I was absolutely shattered. And we all know that going to bed an hour early is brilliant, but I ran out of time in the day. with business, with clients, with kids, with house, with shopping, with training, with competitive bodybuilding. I just ran out of time in the day. So, you know, I started setting a goal that I'm going to try and go to bed 10 minutes early every night. So if I normally went to bed at, say, I don't know, 10 o'clock of a night, I would say by 9:50 I'm in bed with phone off and lights out. And I'm just going to try and get 10 minutes per day extra sleep. Sometimes I couldn't always make it to the gym with childcare problems, work problems, client problems, this, that and the other. So I created short 10-minute workouts with just my body weight or with one kettlebell at home, where if I couldn't make it to the gym, I would train 10 minutes whilst one of the kids was in the shower or something, just so I got my tick in the box. I made it a thing of mine that I would study for at least 30 minutes per day, no matter what. And what I quickly found was that at the end of the working day, when there's children's homework to do, there's children's problems to deal with, there's children's bedtime, there's children's routine, there's my business admin and this, that and the other, that the end of the day studying wasn't working for me because I was too tired. So I started a real small habit that I just got up half an hour earlier every day, and the first half hour of my day was 30 minutes study time just for me. Children was in bed, house was quiet, I was fresh from sleep, and so I started getting 30 minutes studying into my life every day. So I was going to bed 10 minutes earlier and getting up half an hour earlier and doing some study time. I quickly found out that if I could make a small change in the way I cook mine and my family's food, it would save so much time. So rather than cooking every single night for my nutrition as a competitive bodybuilder and my children's teas and my tea of a night, I quickly found out that you don't need to cook every night to do that. You can actually create a small habit where you cook in bulk. So I would do a big massive pot full of spaghetti bolognese or casserole or curry. I would cook up this big vat full of stuff. It would do for one tea. Then I would freeze lots of mini meals. So next week I can get out 2 or 3 of them meals and me and my kids' tea is done. So I created a small habit of cooking in bulk 2 or 3 times a week, which would save me cooking every single night. I made it a small, tiny habit to watch less TV and to incorporate some relaxation and some meditation into my life. So when I was going through this, I was introduced to a box set, and I think it was on Sky maybe, a box set called Prison Break. And I got totally and utterly hooked on that. I got so hooked that if I wasn't careful, I would watch 3 to 4 episodes per night. And I think most people can relate to this because I think Game of Thrones is massive at the minute and that sort of stuff. So, but I had to be careful with that because it was encroaching on development time, study time, sleep time and all that sort of stuff. So I created a small, tiny habit that said 1 episode of Prison Break every other day and then no more. So I set a small limit on the amount of TV that I watched, because if I watched too much TV here, it stopped my relaxation, my meditation, it stopped me going to bed 10 minutes early, which then prevented me getting up half an hour early, which prevented my study, which prevented my overall well-being. So what I'm trying to share with you there is I had a real tough situation for several years bringing the children up on my own. And I knew that I couldn't make great, big, massive, radical change because I didn't have the support network in place to enable me to do that. But I made small, tiny, incremental change that over the weeks, the months, the years, they added up to massive results in me as a person, within my business, with me in my bodybuilding career, with my children moving forward in life. And what I didn't realise at the time was that was going to shape the next phase of my Warrior Fitness and Health business philosophy. Now, if you've heard me speak about this, you will know that my business mission statement is to coach busy people to create fitter and healthier lifestyles 1% at a time. Now, that's my elevator pitch, that's my sales pitch, that's my mission statement. So when people say, oh, what do you do? I'll just go straight in there. I coach busy people to create fitter and healthier lifestyles 1% at a time. Wow, what does that mean? And I go into my health, my fitness, my tutoring, my assessing, my life coaching, my counselling. And I basically say, I get people making really small, tiny change every single day that adds up. And when they get several weeks and months down the line, it equals massive change. And, you know, these changes are so simple, so small, it's actually embarrassing if somebody couldn't actually do that. So I didn't realise at the time, but I was creating a business philosophy for Warrior Fitness and Health. So I'm really hoping I have sold to you the principles of small, tiny change or small routines or small habits done consistently add up over time to massive, massive change. So some examples you can do here. 1 extra glass of water per day will hydrate your body so much more. 1 minute of stretching when you get out of bed in the morning will prevent your day's worth of stiffness if you sit at a desk-based job. 2 minutes of meditation while you're in the bath or sitting in the garden or before you lay your head on the pillow before you go to bed will just quieten the mind, allow your brain to go into them beautiful, healthy alpha and delta waves before you go into sleep. 15 minutes less telly of a night and 15 minutes more reading is just going to educate you. So when you're 365 days down the line, think of how many more books you would have read. So we know instinctively that New Year's resolutions and big change and big, I'm going to do the amount of people I get coming to my Warrior Bootcamps and saying, I'm going to do every single workout. I'm doing a Monday, a Wednesday, a Sunday. I'm going to have PT. I'm going to do this. And then 2 weeks later, they're nowhere to be seen, or they're doing one session every month. And, you know, that's not about the person. That's because they've been conditioned with saying you've got to go all in. You've got to throw everything in. You've got to throw all of your money on red or all of your money on black. And it's not the case. Small, significant change will equal massive, massive, massive results. If you want to know more about this, get into contact direct and I'll talk you through this and I'll talk you through some strategies. If you had live coaching with me, you will know all about this because I go into it in detail. But that's his vlog, and small change is better than big radical change. So small change done consistently over time equals massive sustainable results. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. If you have, press the like button and share it so your friends get to see all this free info. Listen, these vlogs, I am not selling anything. I'm trying to improve lives in the community 1% at a time. If one person watches this and changes their life, that's great for me. I don't need to make any money from that. I just want to be able to help people in the local community. So please like and share it. If you'd like to know any more about my work, if you'd like to know about my PT, my famous Warrior Bootcamps that are biggest in Warwickshire, my life coaching, my counselling, my deep tissue massage, my tutoring, my seminars, anything that you would like to know, do a search on Google or social media for Matt Bartram PT, or go straight to my website, www.personaltrainertamworth.com. Have a great day. Make small, tiny changes and get in contact and let me know how successful you are. I love you all loads and I'll see you in the next vlog. Take it easy, everyone.